We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Jonah, 90, Wolf, check, 53, are you getting the head? Are you getting the head? Switch, hard, let's go.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking left side, and it's complete. That one good for 26 and a first down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well. He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Yeah. Check the ball. On the ball. Keep that.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Here we go. 8 reads. Slam.
Play action. Now Taylor. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
60 outlaw.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Grace on Travis. Check 53. Hey, time. And ready. Now.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
53, check 53.
To throw on 2nd down. Ford. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. They go play action now. Taylor looking for his running back, and he's got him. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And an alley to run. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
18 Gator.
Back to Cannon again on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run here with Singletary. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Now it's Taylor. The completion to Riddick. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They will run with Singletary. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun give to Fournette. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Hey, exit.
They're going to try and throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Now Leonard Fournette. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ford. Open man is Switzer, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Ford. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now it's Taylor, eluding the pressure right. And he's got Snead. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Ready?
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On second down, it's Cannon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Here we go. Hey, Haywood. 18 Gator. Get that ball. Shoot.
On third down, Taylor. Flush to his right. He'll take his shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Let's go. 50, plant.
I got him. Tight end right. Tight end right. Out. 3 down.
5.
On first and 10, it's Taylor. He rifles one that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. This is Fournette, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Back to throw. Ford. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
61, matchbox right.
Play action, it's Taylor. They'll roll him out right. It's complete to Snead. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. They find some open field here. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
We got this.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run on 1st down with Cannon. Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the 1st-round pick out of Alabama.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 30. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
Bristol travel. 18 Gator. Go.
To throw on 2nd down. Ford. That's out to his running back, Fournette. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Ford.
Here we go.
And Wilson has it. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Fournette. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They're able to locate Wilson. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready? 90, Wolf. 53. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Tight off.
On the run, it's Fournette. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Looking to throw on second down. Ford. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Rock it. 3. Wide. Get wide. Squeeze. Watch twins. Show me.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They go play action with Taylor. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Sack, baby.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin first and goal already at the 5-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a first and goal. Now Fournette, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, fourth down now. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Blue draw Porter. Hey, seam 6. 5.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He'll get this one to Switzer. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. Looking to throw. Huffman. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Ryan Switzer, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end? And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Lions, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.